The story revolves around a high school boy. I'm currently living with my father, whose name is Zuda. While preparing breakfast, suddenly he said he would run again. Kiss. And tonight they will come to my house. Everything might be just fine if the person you married, there is a girl the same age as you. That evening, the two families arranged to meet after work hours to talk to someone. The mature woman's name is Akiko, and the girl, the same age as Zuda, is named Saki. Through the conversation, Saki felt better knowing about her stepbrother. Not a bad person. Not only working extra to earn tuition money, and the grades are also among the top in the school. Saki thinks that, for a mature person, like Zuta, will understand what she's about to say. Both have their own lives, so she didn't want to place expectations on others. And conversely, if mutual understanding is achieved, then maintain it. That will make us feel much more at ease. Today, Zuta's father woke up early to clean. Akiko and Saki will move here to live, to have a clean room like this, too. The fish sauce has gone mad cleaning non-stop for the past few days. Zuda also proactively cleaned up, cleaned the room and arranged everything in the neatest way. Currently, both are the same age. Saki wants Zuda to speak without using honorifics. Even the two of them have become family. If we talk like close friends, it will be much more comfortable. Saki also tried talking to you before, but they only laughed it off and didn't take her seriously. That is precisely why Saki has only a few friends. There's still plenty of free time now. Zuta helps Saki clean up and move things into the room. Zuta was surprised to learn that both studied together in school. Whether you manage to strike up a conversation or not, it's totally fine. But she thought keeping a distance would be better for Zuta. Today, Zuta still went to work part-time and got bullied by her senior coworkers. Detected the scent of a girl on you. How close do you have to be to... The girl's scent was so distinctly strong. Actually, she had already heard about Zuta having a younger stepsister. Just want to joke. Just for a little fun. Indeed, every boy has his own thoughts. Darkness in the mind. That makes me. Don't worry about not knowing how to act. How to act when next to my sister again. No need to do too much, just be yourself. And everything will be fine. After returning home, Zuta noticed Saki was still sitting in the living room. It's been a while since someone came home like this. Makes Saki at a loss for words. It seems Saki hasn't showered yet, so you should take a shower first. While you're at it, prepare a bath for her. Before returning to the room, Zuta has relayed the message back to Saki. Then, good night. Just like a family. Episode 2 today is still the same as usual. Zuta woke up, then prepare all the necessary things and go to school. Your friend sees Zuta just keeps staring at Saki. She should just give up on the idea of flirting with her. Although she looks cute on the outside, dating Saki is another story. Will lose one's own value. It had heard some rumors at school about Saki. It seems like she's a prostitute. Always annoyed, also doesn't get close to the people around. Looks like a spoiled girl. Should be shunned by everyone in the class. A guy from the club confessed his feelings to Saki, and she did not deny the rumors. Then you say you have no intention of dating AI at all. After the session, the members of the club, named Stay at School, to practice together. Even he didn't expect it. Saki and Chung are in the same club and sat alone over there to skip practice. Duda and Saki both chose the tennis club. It's because it doesn't force teamwork. The ambassador was slightly surprised, having assumed the girls were fashionable. Beautiful people are often the center of the class. Although Saki doesn't have many people to talk to, but in return, there's time for yourself. As soon as I got home, the stepmother is also getting ready for night shift work. Zuta was a bit surprised to learn she was a bartender. In a nearby bar, after returning, Saki went to Zuta's room to ask if there are any job openings, whether you can make money quickly or not. A job that can earn a lot of money, but doesn't take too much time. However, no job is that easy, except for working as a prostitute. After thinking for a while, Zuta advised her to value herself more. It seems Saki's way of speaking is still unclear. Makes Zuta think she's really selling herself. A beautiful-looking girl, sophistication is often misunderstood. Selling flowers as a girl is just a normal thing. For those without education, appearance matters, is their best weapon. So Saki will try to take good care of myself and stay beautiful, striving to learn and become better. The best way to achieve freedom for yourself. You have to find a suitable job. Then live independently, not afraid of being bothered by others. About doing Zuta, I'll ask a few colleagues at work to try. Check if there's any interesting work available. It seems like Saki don't like being helped without giving something in return. Zuta said she wants you to cook breakfast for her every morning. So during that period of time, you go find a suitable job, and Saki will cook for you every day. The next morning, Saki woke up early to prepare a full meal for everyone, because her principle is to give more than to receive. The senior colleague at work was surprised to see Zuda want to earn money early, to be independent. If you cannot stand on your own 2 feet, then you can rely on others. The nature of money. Having it is enough. It's fine without it. Instead, ask someone else for help. Wealthy directors. Sometimes they're also quite good at raising investment capital. But the advice from senior colleagues at work is also good. But Saki still want to be independent on my own? Relying on family is also good, but it would be easier if Zuta and his father are both bad people. Today is just like any other day. Zuta still went to school and saw Saki standing at the intersection. She was listening to music while moving around, so he didn't hear the truck approaching. Luckily, you managed to pull back just before getting hit. After school, it was raining quite heavily. It seems Saki didn't bring an umbrella, so Zuta lent her his. Just Zuta. Then he hurried straight home to avoid catching a cold. Then I realized Saki had brought her friend home. Episode 3 is also because Maria wants to come over to play, so Saki had no other choice. We had contacted before, but no AI answered the call. When at the club, Mara noticed both of them. Even when Zuta lent her an umbrella, to avoid unwanted incidents, both have exchanged contact information with each other. Today, Akiko and Saki wake up early to prepare breakfast for the whole family. After finishing the meal, Zuta proactively washed the dishes and asked if anyone wants to do laundry together, because it's your turn this week. However, my daughter's drawings are very intricate. It takes a lot to prevent clothes from stretching out. They should do their own laundry. Also, because of what happened this morning, Saki misunderstood again. I have a weird interest in girls' underwear. You try hard, clarify the misunderstanding to prevent rumors. It's not good for me. After returning home, Zuta saw Saki's room still open, so come and take a look. Suddenly, Saki, appearing from behind, startled me so much that I ran back to my room, getting ready for work. I saw my sister's underwear and got caught, making you afraid of being misunderstood. Like the other day, seeing a girl's underwear is just a reflex. It's natural, so no problem at all. This also means her underwear is attractive, to the point of catching your attention. If I say I'm not interested now, it would be a lie. But surely you won't do anything shady. Desiring to appear is normal. Still doing it. Desire is a matter of personal choice. That night, all the lights in the house suddenly went out, and Saki proactively went to Zuta's room, even though I don't know what's going on, but Zuta stopped it, because this is the type of person you hate the most. You just thought it was Saki. Don't want to be accused of only making money based on looks, no matter what happens. Then you should think it through carefully before doing something. Saki's father is a very kind-hearted man, but since going bankrupt, then he no longer believed in people. Mom is still working hard to take care of you, but it's also why he started to feel uneasy. She even told her mother that she had a lowly job. Lower oneself, attract customers to make money. Understand that bankruptcy is extremely painful, but that doesn't mean you have the right to look down on others. My family is like this. Zuta's house is similar. Because of my mother's affair, my father developed a mental illness, afraid of women for a long time. Never expected that. The circumstances of both are so alike, but that's also why both sides have done well. My role, even though he still called Saki, don't call me brother, make it feel more like family. But she just smiled faintly and went to her room. Episode 4. Both sets of parents suddenly got married. Then the two became brothers in the same house. A stranger suddenly. Living together is very difficult. Have common ground to share together. However, two families have been married for nearly a month. And Saki. There's a vague position somewhere. Sometimes I ask myself, what is the relationship between the two? But couldn't come up with an answer. As soon as I got home, suddenly Saki, come closer, then say you want to go. He teaches modern Japanese. Saki can score high in other subjects, but personally, this subject can't possibly understand the character's emotions. If next time the score is still not enough, then you'll be forced to attend remedial classes for the entire term. Summer break, after reading the passage, Saki wrote a good opening but ran into some issues. In the reading comprehension section, Saki was a bit surprised by Zuta. Just read it once, and you already know what gives her a headache. Then, even though this is a romantic love story, but Saki still unaware of the feelings between the characters. If you read carefully, in one segment, you'll realize the male lead is jealous, because I saw the person I like with another man. To understand clearly, Saki, put yourself in a situation where you can't. Speak out frankly. Zuta took the wallet. Example of the first confession of love. But you never expected Saki. Never have I ever loved an AI before. However, when Saki asked in return, Zuta also realized she had never truly loved anyone. It seems Saki is quite good at history, so you can use the contact method instead of exploring the character's emotions. Just keep trying, and surely you can pass this subject. Indeed, even without understanding the character, but learning by rote, it's still possible to pass the Japanese language subject. Today, Zuta took the initiative to make breakfast because he knew Saki would like it. Preparing for the exam, instead of keeping the promise to cook every breakfast, you'd rather see Saki pass the exam. While Zuta was engrossed in searching for jobs online, Saki's friend then go over and start a conversation. She's more hyper than usual. It's because the exams are over. And this is the moment to bloom after days of selling yourself for books. Even the notebook, Zuta was very surprised when I found out her score was the highest in the grade. Zuta humbly lowered himself to ask if she knew any way to enhance Saki's learning efficiency. Just a few days ago, you showed Saki a few effective learning methods are thanks to her. Smart, that's also the reason. Then ask if there's another method. Can you still help or not? She herself didn't have any special methods either, because during class, she only listens to music. While working, Zuta feels a bit tired. As the number of customers increases, so does the proportion of troublesome ones, also appearing additionally. At first, they were quick to criticize others. But now, I'm stuck resting in one place because I have to clean up many things in the store. Even if you plan to leave and go back, then she said that he already had a girlfriend. Then why do you still care about them? No fun with stepsister, but there are a few things I'd like to ask for advice on. She also wants to focus on studying. So I researched many ways. This is the music genre, which you heard while studying. After experiencing that song, Zuta has already left. Let Saki listen to see how it sounds. A person with good taste, soft music, but their outward personality enjoys teasing others. Zuta himself was also praised by Saki, helped with quite a lot of things already, so you try your best. Help within one's means. Practice today's episode. Zuta woke up late and saw that their breakfast was not the same as every day. Saki is still asleep because she studied all night last night, even lying around listening to music with your belly uncovered. Still don't know how to organize things at work. Where is this series? Because the quantity is quite small, but sells a lot. I heard it's been adapted into a movie, and tomorrow will mark the end of the premiere. Think for a moment. Shoji proactively invited Zuta to watch a movie tonight because there isn't much work. Zuta, read the movie's description sample. Looks pretty good. You should agree to go see a movie with her. As soon as you arrive, Shoji, please have Zuta order me a portion of corn and a drink, Diet Coke. With this much corn, Seo alone can't handle it. Can't finish eating, so you want Juta to eat with you? After watching it, Juta proactively brought Seogi back a segment, because after all, she is still a girl. To avoid embarrassment or feeling indebted for something, buy Zuta a can of water as a thank you. The way Zuta opens a can with one hand effortlessly, that surprised you. Want to go back and show everyone? Suddenly, Shogi, they said she only had 6 months left. The saying is exactly the same. The girl from the movie the two of you just finished watching. This scene is very similar to the one in the movie, but it's a shame you can't time travel. Before breaking up, Zuta also thanks Kag for showing you the method. Focus along with the music. The next morning, while both were eating, Saki asked about the movie. Hello yesterday. The movie is pretty good, so I want to recommend it to you. Saki, but the exam period is coming soon. Saki believes in reading the original version of the book. The story is good too, because it can help you better understand the character's emotions. Suddenly, Saki asks, Zuta is dating her sister, or what? Surprise you. However, both don't have that relationship. It's just because they share the same interests. So we got along pretty well in conversation. Saki wants to read books? That's fine. By me. But first, she needs to focus on the test. Next time today, Saki went to Zuta's store, working extra to find a few books, reference and buy the book you saw the other day. She believes that for someone who reads as much as Zuta, giving advice will certainly be helpful. Gets a lot for studying. Sure enough, after meeting Saki, Shoji, still amazed by that chic beauty, after the recent conversation, Shoji realized Zuta has caught the attention of someone else's child. Zuta might say that Shoji imagined it and left it at that. A daughter's intuition is often right. Episode 6 recently, you saw your buddy. Zuta has become closer to the girl next door. Not only that, but you always follow him around, calling him Big Brother. I don't know what's going on between us, but it involves feelings, then don't hesitate to ask for advice from it. After school hours, Mara took the initiative to start a conversation and then invited. Zuta, let's go home together. It seems like Saki got help from tutor Mara at home, so she just wanted to go to Chungcho for fun. For an energetic girl like Maria, when walking beside, it made you expend quite a lot of energy. To avoid affecting Saki's studies, Zuta already took the initiative to prepare dinner. However, Zuta doesn't often go into the kitchen much, so I don't know what to do first. Seizing the moment while Saki is still doing her homework, Mara went into the kitchen to help Zuta prepare dinner. Mara went online to look for some simple dishes, then enthusiastically guide Zuta to follow along. While Zuta was cooking, Mara asked to take a look. What's the relationship between you and Saki? Basically, both were strangers to begin with. Just met and already like this. No longer related by blood, so these little things here and there aren't a problem either. A ghost friend. You can tell Saki has changed a little. For example, Saki has been using more perfume lately. But if Zuta realizes it, it'd be a bit scary. Last year, Saki only used wet wipes instead of floral water. Must have already noticed someone. Maza is talking about a cute girl, paying attention to you, but you don't care at all. Zuta thought that Saki was fine alone before, but now living with someone else, then you must pay attention to yourself. At this moment, Saki and Zuta are eating together. She didn't expect Zuta's online recipes to turn out so delicious. Thanks to the Zuta learning method, she was able to answer almost all the questions from Mazda might be a bit roundabout, but Saki is straightforward. Think you can do well in tomorrow's test. Today is just like any other day. Zuta still goes to school and then to work after school hours. In the evening, I had to rewash all my clothes because of the unexpected rain poured down, soaking everything completely. According to the news, this rain will last quite a while, causing some areas to be flooded, causing many difficult situations. It's already dark, and Saki still hasn't come home. It's still raining. No response to the message. Afraid that something happened to Saki, so you ran outside to look and accidentally, she was in the elevator with everyone. About today's test, despite the very high score, Saki still can't defeat you. That makes her feel uncomfortable. Thank for the academic affair, Saki bought some ingredients to cook dinner. Sumptuous for you. Saki also hopes that Zuta can also trust her, just like you trusted your senior at work. Regarding the message issue, Saki's phone has run out of battery. I couldn't answer because I was listening to music the whole time. Today, while working, Zuta spotted a familiar figure. Go to the staff rest area. After asking other staff members, then you knew a girl came here for an interview, looking for a job. Episode 7. For someone like Saki who has never loved before. Understanding emotions, the character's emotions are truly hard to grasp. Actually, from the start, she had already intended to give up, but Zuta gave her more motivation instead. However, the person who proposed, playing that song again, is a band, The Beautiful Sister, at the part-time job. Even Zuta came home late, because I went to the movies with that older sister without any texts or calls at all. If that senior is important to Zuta, it feels really uncomfortable. She felt terrible for hating someone, even though I don't know what that person is like yet. Since when had she always been waiting? Zuta came home and said, "I'm glad you're back." That's also the reason she chose to study abroad, instead of staying in the room but overslept. After waking up, she noticed a blanket beside her. Just thinking about it, the torment that haunted her all night had finally eased. Shoji is a university student, not only beautiful in appearance, but also an adult with their own unique charm. That day, did she come to your workplace? Zuta saw a recruitment notice for additional staff. This job isn't exactly easy work with high pay, but if you diligently save up, still enough to cover the expenses, thanks to Mazda's help, and Zuta, that she could confidently believe she would achieve a high score in the test. As she was looking at the poster, an employee struck up a conversation, and she agreed without hesitation. At home, she had already practiced interviewing many times, but when thinking about Zuta, it also made her feel awkward there. It was raining that day, and she came home late because she had a job interview. She didn't tell the truth, and instead hid it. Sooner or later, then you'll also face that anxiety, so she decided to cook a delicious meal to be forgiven. It's easier to find an excuse to go into the department store, out of chemicals, and the phone is dead. But every time I lie, make her doubt herself. She gradually understood the emotions within herself, and also started thinking about Zuta in the same way. She had never thought that today I once again acted foolishly, act like a character in the novel. She's afraid to explain everything to Zuta, but a part of her felt relieved. If only we could know the other aspects of Zuta, then perhaps the discomfort will gradually fade. Will you disappear? Everything has been happening from the beginning until now. It is Saki's inner self. It was written in a diary. This morning, while having breakfast together, the parents were surprised to see Zuta and Saki always call each other by their last names. However, if we call each other's name now, we'll only make things more awkward for both. Zuta's father, I wonder if he's doing okay, because besides studying, both just kept working, and there's no time left for entertainment. Zuta wants to focus on studying. I only have a few friends, so it's not a problem at all. About friends, then, Saki and Maria were not close enough to hang out together. Where is the summer vacation? She originally came here out of interest when the opportunity arose, only for you. Today, while working, is Saki having any difficulties when searching for a book requested by a customer? Even if he just observe, you can find out about the book. It might be somewhere in the store. Saki thought it was a superpower, but in reality, you only remember the release date. Then just move there and find it. Today, the air conditioner in Saki's room had a problem. Cannot turn on the version. Since she was little, Saki hasn't been good with the heat. Even back then, it was wild. Ding dong, to get ice cream, or go to the pool. But since starting middle school, it hasn't happened again, becoming as introverted as the present. Even just small and trivial demands, but if it's gone for good, it's a little sad. Today, my friend suddenly asked me again. Zuda is about to go swimming with Saki and Maza, or SAO. It seems like Zuda doesn't know anything at all, probably about to invite us. That evening, when we walked home together, Zuda proactively asked Saki about the pool incident. You heard this from your friend, not so sure about going out? If Zuda doesn't like extroverted places, then there's no need to participate because you didn't go either. Earlier, Saki explained again about keeping it a secret. Going for an interview but afraid of failing is a bit embarrassing. A question that Saki herself asked. For myself, what the current feeling is. Then it must be envy. Episode 8 was really lucky, because the air conditioner has been fixed. Saki can study out here without worrying about the heat. Since Zuda asked Akiko about Saki's personality anyway, if you make a plan first and then invite others, are you angry or what? No, from the angle of the word. If it's about personality, then anger is certain. It's best to speak up about any issues right from the start. Recently, Saki has been focusing on studying and also working a lot. No time to go out and have fun. If possible, Akiko, I want Saki to have more time to be a carefree child. There's no need to worry too much. Akiko has a favor to ask. Zuda, let Saki rest more often. No need to know any method. Just get it done. When did Saki get hurt? If I hate it, I'll say it to Zuda. Know what Saki likes the most. Ensure forgiveness will be granted. Today, Zuda took the initiative to come to the room to ask, did Saki go to the beach? However, Saki refused and didn't give out her phone number either. Mara acted improperly by arbitrarily giving it to someone else. Saki will text Maria to ask how it's going. As for Zuta, just wait until she responds. Today, Zuda and Shioji. Let's go home together. After finishing the mock exam session at school, every time something difficult happens, then she would try to provoke him, drink to recharge your energy. At this very moment, both of them run into Saki on the street, so we all went to the part-time job together. After the work session ends, Zuta went home first. Saki will be back later because she still needs to buy some things. Normally, Saki cooks for you, so now we have to see if there's anything left to cook. While preparing drinks for both of us. Zuta, by the way, I wanted to ask about the phone number issue with Mom. How did it go? However, the contact number can be left for later, because your true intention is to desire Saki. Let's hang out together. No matter how Zuta explained it, Saki still declined, citing work and studies as the reason. Also, because of Saki, keep pushing yourself like this only makes you worry, because you'll surely fall ill soon. Saki didn't say anything, just wrote down the phone number. Mara then turned back to the room. Last night, Saki stayed up late and overslept. Can't wake up early to prepare breakfast. Since there are only 2 of us here anyway. Golden. Want to have a serious talk about the day you just moved. Both have promised to come here, that everything will be resolved in the simplest way. Currently, Zuda is looking. Saki is sleep deprived, so he wants Saki. Go back to the bedroom for a little while longer. Zuda started using manipulative language. Saki's psychology makes her obediently sit and wait for him to finish, to a breakfast meal. After preparing the meal, Juta also thoughtfully prepared an extra cup of warm milk, help her sleep better. Juta was surprised to hear Saki agree to go swimming, but there's an issue. It coincides with that day, with both of our work schedules. It's been so long since I had a chance to go out like this. You'll find a way to ask for help. Swap shifts with other employees. On the way together, Saki took the initiative to apologize to Zuda, because her attitude changed the moment she saw you. Let's go together, Shioji. Saki couldn't understand why she thought that. Zuta and Shioji dating each other, but if you're dating someone, just say it. After walking together for a while, Zuta finally realized, I don't understand why they brought a bicycle. Saki thought Zuta was busy, so she didn't ask. But since it's a habit, I guess I'll just have to put up with it. Episode 9. Self-Improvement. Zuta is neutral with everyone, yet still striving to compromise, adjust to suit her personality. She didn't know when she had fallen. The charm has faded away. A person who always pays attention to every detail can find the book in the blink of an eye. But when Zuta said that the seniors could find it even faster, it made her feel a bit uncomfortable. On the day, the air conditioner broke down. Zuta has faced it. Ask if she is joining the trip. She didn't want to recall her reaction at that time, because I said things that went too far. Even when next to Shoji, then she thought Shoji was a beautiful girl. Gentleness suits a humble person like Zuta. After finishing dinner, Zuta kept bringing up the story about going swimming, and she continued to refuse because she had to focus on her studies. At that time, Zuta made an exact same face as he did back in high school. Mom asked if we're going to the beach or not. Saki isn't good at socializing. Stay in touch with everyone, but it's terrible. No reading section. The air is not too unpleasant today, probably because Zuta is nearby. Even though he's very good at handling situations, just anything one doesn't like, just say it straight out. That was also the point where she was criticized, even if it attracts me, even if they don't like standing out, but just strive to ensure everyone is happy. It seems only she realized that. Make her feel proud of herself. The real reason is that Golden don't want to be the center of attention for fear of trouble. Saki said that just to praise Zuta, nothing more, because everyone has their own value. Naturally obtained, Saki, such sudden praise made Chozuta a little shy. When listening to Saki, I was about to swim a bit more when Zuta was surprised to see a girl standing there, shying right in front of you. Zuta sat inside, reminiscing about Saki's image. From the moment we first met, then you ask yourself, could it be that I already like her? After witnessing my parents interacting with each other, caused Chozuta viewing male-female relationships with a cold eye. So up until now, you still don't have any experience in love at all. The emotion that almost everyone regards as sacred and wonderful. But why did it sneak up on you like this? On the way back together, Saki admitted that she has loved swimming since childhood, so today was really fun. After listening, Zuta was about to say something to Saki. Then a display of fireworks was set off. Besides, Saki also started voicing her own thoughts. How cool is that, Zuta? This is also the best time for her to change. And it was also the first time she called Zuta. In English too, it seems Zuta was surprised to hear her call him brother, but the way of worrying and caring like that, just like a reliable older brother. Luckily, thanks to Saki's words, just now helped you regain your composure. If not, it's already being swayed by those emotions. That's what they say, but Zuta didn't know which face to wear when she got home. Now Saki tried to speak out, despite being terrified. But if Zuta confessed his feelings, she wasn't sure she could refuse. Even just a little serious. One more step, and she would be completely defeated. Forget it, Saki. Want mom to be happy to make up for it, back in the old days, so she will seal away her emotions. She poured all that emotion into a keepsake, and threw it into the river, hoping no one would notice those emotions. While preparing breakfast, Akiko thanks to Zuta for successfully dragging Saki to the pool. Thank you for that. Akiko showed Zuta the thing Saki likes the most. Zuta was very surprised when Saki got a haircut, and that hairstyle looks exactly like the one in Aki's photo. I just showed you. From now on, the diary will be in her head, because if written in words, afraid that Zuta might accidentally read it. You shouldn't spend the whole day connecting online, just like an ordinary girl, because I am a younger sister. The upcoming episode 10 might be a cultural festival. Should Ghost Ra has planned to open a coffee and snack shop, then divide the work among yourselves. After the meeting ended, everyone plans to go sing, but Saki declined because she had work at home. A young man in the group seemed to have noticed Saki, but still haven't had the chance to start a conversation. Akiko attended the parent-teacher meeting. So I want to talk directly. It's easier to text on the phone. At school, few people know that Zuta and Saki are brothers. Besides, there's no need to bring that up. Zuta's dad has been working a bit too much lately. So Aki, are you planning to attend the parent-teacher meeting for both of them? That's why if the meeting is within a day, surely everyone will realize Saki and Zuta are brothers. As soon as I got home, Akiko also told Zuta's parents about the meeting. Not only is your father busy, Akiko also has to work night shifts, but the meetings are on 2 different days. It will be very difficult. Earlier, Aki had a private conversation with Saki. Zuta still doesn't fully see her as a mother, so I'm feeling a bit sad. That evening, Saki and Zuta, let's eat together and talk about the merger while we're at it. The parents themselves, Zuta mentioned the matter of Saki. It's okay, even if it's just my sister. Currently, it's an issue. Between the two, opinions should align. Both care about their parents, so it was decided that a parent-teacher meeting date would be chosen. On the same day together, Saki and Zuta have developed feelings for each other, but for the sake of my parents' happiness, but hid those feelings away. Akiko had always wanted a happy family together. If I had known this would happen, Zuta accepts her as family. It will definitely be very fun. Last night, Saki. I've texted mom and sure enough, she was very happy to be. Zuta accepted. As soon as I arrived at school, Zuta proactively recounted the story of himself and Saki. We're buddies with that guy. At first, it didn't understand why. Zuta wants to get close to Saki again, but now it's open. No, it's fine. By the way, sorry for bad-mouthing Saki earlier. Toward Saki's class. Then, a young man took the initiative to invite the whole group. Go out when you have free time. For the whole group to go out together, everyone has decided to organize Mazda's group study session at home. Zuta stood outside, watching. Seeing Saki so happy when she's with her friends like that make you feel at ease? As soon as I arrived at work, I'm still teasing. What's on your mind, Bao Zuta? Just dive straight into her heart. Both are brothers, so what's the deal? What's the emotion behind that? Earlier, she even told me not to make her sister sad anymore. Soon, Seogi's school will hold an event. If Judah comes there, you'll cheer up right away, surrounded by such lovely ladies. While working, by chance I met the girl again at the cram school. Picked up your piece of paper. Her name is Ko. Afraid that standing and talking would affect their work. She was sad, so she left. That evening, Zuda seemed to be coming home late, so Saki took the initiative to leave some food with a short message. If you want to keep the emotions. Kia did not develop. You shouldn't do things like that. But the more you keep your distance, the more it feels like cutting ties, cutting off the relationship. And she didn't want that. Episode 11, After School. Yuta went to the library to read books while waiting for the meeting time. Saki's parents then go home if you have things to do. Then I went to the room to wake my mom up and get ready to go to school together. At that moment, Maria struck up a conversation with Zuda to ask about your relationship with Saki. Even if we were brothers, it has only just become a family. To make matters worse, the two aren't even related by blood. In Ma-Ra's class, there's a boy who likes XAKY. Can you support them or not? Now, it's your turn. Zuta leads the parents into a meeting with the teachers. With current capabilities, Zuta can definitely get into a school, famous university in Tokyo. It seems that once accepted by Zuta as family, Akiko, feeling so happy that I want to throw a celebration party tonight. Now it's Saki's turn to join the meeting. According to the teacher's observation, the rumor about Saki is untrue. Sometimes other teachers also have negative thoughts, but Saki herself, just wanting myself just to become more beautiful. About Saki's wishes, then the teacher introduced the Women's University, a school with low tuition fees but a high student success rate. The employment rate after graduation is quite high. This Sunday, the Women's University organized a campus tour event. Saki should go there alone. She didn't expect Koji. A senior sister works at a part-time job. It's a student from this university again. Even though there's still plenty of time left, you should take the initiative and lead Saki. Walk around the school for a tour. A teacher can tell just by observing. What's going on with Saki? Hesitating whether to go to the chat room. Who knows, maybe you'll get an answer. What one truly desires. As soon as I entered the room, the teacher asked directly, does Saki like that boy or not? But due to moral standards, both of them had to suppress emotions inside. Do not allow it to grow. Of course, what you're asking about isn't liked among us, but the feelings between a man and a woman. After listening to the entire story that unfolded, spent 3 whole months living together, the teacher thought it might be due to a misunderstanding. Perhaps the outward style is merely a facade, but Saki carefully crafted their appearance. Year 2 of high school, but still came. The university introduction session also showcases Saki is truly hardworking. Saki will do anything, even using their appearance, to prove one can live well in this world. In short, Saki's character is trying to build, is trying to hide just my own weaknesses. Those who often fight alone, all it takes is understanding and acceptance. Even just a little bit, the other side is still captivating. Just allow yourself to communicate with others. Who knows, maybe the feeling will be exactly the same. If interacting with someone else who is attractive, but the emotions remain unchanged, then you must cherish your true feelings. That evening, while eating together, Saki recounted the story of meeting Koji at an all-girls school and a teacher. Strange, Saki and the teacher discussed many things. So tired I can barely move. At the exam hall, Zuda met a friend, and both made plans to have meals together every day. You think this is the best direction, because both have their own directions, not necessarily bound. Bind each other. Final episode. The difference between good and bad. It's not about knowing the answer, but that we know how to find it. When you're weak in a certain subject, then just ask someone else for help. Acknowledge your own shortcomings and seek guidance from that AI. In return, I will also listen to others. I've heard about this concept for a long time, but only now do I truly understand it. We cannot read each other's minds. If you don't speak up, how will the other person understand? If you want something, just say it straight out. That's all it takes to be understood. Understanding will surely bring happiness. Today, Zuta, go outside with your friend to chat. Then accidentally saw Saki is going with someone. Because forever, following those two, you're not focused. Into the story, however, no I said anything. After observing Zuta, then she realized Zuta is trying to escape from something. You think that what makes the biggest worry is love. Because of your actions right now, like searching for a new love, even though they quickly claim to like someone, but I'm not allowed to have feelings myself. If you chase that feeling now, it will only cause trouble. Chaos for everyone, so you have no choice but to hide it, but maybe a bit difficult. Besides, that young man proactively confessed his feelings with Saki on the way back together, although Saki still doesn't have a boyfriend. Don't like AI yet either, but she still rejected the confession. Realizing there's no chance to move forward, that young man took the initiative. Leave and won't bother you anymore. On the way home, Saki recalled the teacher's words from earlier. If interacting with someone charming stirs emotions in you, still unchanged, then cherish your true feelings toward Zuda. Then your friend took you to a rather high place in the city. Gaze down below. After observation, it has been raining continuously for the past 2 days. Make you see, I was like my middle school self, so I felt a bit, drive the stake in a bit more firmly. Zuta told herself never to. Expectations of women. The biggest reason such actions stem from growing up without guidance. Women care for. Back in high school, her parents died in an accident. It seems like relatives. No one approves of their marriage. So at the funeral, they said you made your bed, now lie in it. Her feelings at that moment were neither anger nor sadness. There's no other way. We have to endure it. Enough, however. She was adopted by a relative. Then teach the essentials needed for life. For example, take the time to truly understand Tim's heart, or don't ignore your own feelings. After hearing those words, I don't know why she cried all night long. Surely go, I'm trying to cover it up, hide your emotions and try to forget them. We ourselves are human beings. Then it's impossible not to expect something. No matter how much you try to deceive the heart, if there's no compromise, the pain will surely be unbearable. The next morning, while eating together, Zuta asked about the boy who went with Saki. After answering, Saki also asked in return why Zuta came home late, and found out you went for a walk with a girl. Think for a while. Holden, I said that I have special feelings for Saki. Not a brother, but a man. Saki was very surprised to hear that. Then try saying that. That's just sisterly affection, nothing more. Then he left and went back to his room. Zuta tried to chase after him to the room when suddenly, Saki pulled him inside and hugged him tightly. If Zuta keeps those feelings locked away in their heart, then you will definitely feel a lot of pain. Despite Zuta having feelings for her like a sister, or even more than that, she doesn't hate anything at all. On the contrary, they even feel happy. Saki is unsure of her own feelings. If Zuta, feeling sad and wanting a hug, she's ready to act on it. Because I want my parents to live in happiness. Both began making compromises. Saki, feeling jealous when Zuta is with another girl, and you feel uncomfortable hearing Saki going to study groups. Jealousy, that behavior doesn't only appear in romantic relationships, then you guys have it too. In front of everyone, the two of them are brothers. But if living alone, she hopes it's possible. Closer to each other, from now on, Zuta will place his hopes on Saki, and I hope Saki does the same. Not long ago, both were just strangers, but now we have truly become family. You've come to the end, my dear. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Please support my channel.